Grand opening, grand closing. Puerto77, your only friend these YouTube streets. It starts with this image, right? Everybody's happy, cheering, acquisition. Microsoft and ABK are now family. Look at all those people. Just happy-go-lucky. Under a big umbrella, powered by the most valuable company in the world. And then, bam. Blizzard announced AAA Survivor game has been canceled as Blizzard President Mike Ibarra and Chief Design Officer have also left the company. Microsoft is reportedly laying off the entire physical games department. Call of Duty multiplayer senior QA lead for Sledgehammer says he's basically lost his entire team. Mike, I lost basically my entire team. I am at a loss for words right now. Layoffs multiplayer senior QA lead on Call of Duty franchise Sledgehammer Games. So what's going on here? What's happening? What's happening is over 1,900 employees at ABK were laid off across all the development studios. Microsoft today became a $3 trillion company, overtaking Apple to become the most valuable company in the world. This morning, the company laid off 1,900 employees. Sledgehammer Games appears to have lost over 25% of their staff as part of today's layoffs, per sources, with employees across QA, art design, and more departments stating they were laid off. This is interesting that I mentioned before. Microsoft is reporting laying off the entire physical game department at Xbox. Boy, talk about trimming the fat, right? Now, some people are saying that this was coming because ABK has many workers that are redundant that Microsoft internally themselves always has, like QA artists and stuff like that. But here's a thing that people forget, and I need y'all to see this. And if I have to, let me zoom this out more. Okay. Microsoft loves to hire contract workers. If Microsoft starts to penny pinch a Call of Duty development cost by using more external contractors as they did with Halo, they will, mark my words, destroy Call of Duty franchise just like they did Halo. And he has a point. He has a point. Okay? This is a true point. Microsoft loves to hire contract workers for no more than 18 months. Because they don't have to pay them the full employee benefits. You do your 18 months and you are gone. Gone. Send in a new group. And that's what hurt a lot of games on Xbox. Because think about it. Let's say if you have a game that's 5 years, right? And a good portion of your team are contract workers. So you start the project with contract workers. They're only going to be 18 months into the development. Then they're gone. Now you hire a new group 18 months into it. Now they're taking over. But now you have to snap them in. Whole new mindset, whole new people. Some may be better than other contractors. Some may be ending up worse, depending on what position, right? But either way, you're dealing with a whole new group. So now they do what they do. 18 months into the project, now they're gone. Now in total, 36 months have passed into the project. That's 3 years. And guess what you're doing halfway into the project? Now you add another group of contractors, and they're only going to be there for 18 months. So by the time you finish this game, you did at least 3 major turnovers, and maybe you're on your 4th before you get a game complete. And you think you're going to release a quality game in those conditions? That's why Halo went to the shitter. Right? And what I mean by into the shitter, Halo was synonymous with phenom of gaming. It was the top tier pillars of gaming while it was out. It was one of the most played multiplayers. It was out. It was one of the 90 plus Metacritic games that was out. It was a console seller when it was out in its days. Now it's just regarded like, oh, Halo's good. I still play it. That's why Halo is now. It's one of those games like, it's okay. It's something you can play. It's no longer the phenom, right? It's no longer the game that gets compared to. Like if you release a big AAA game, people are not going to say, oh, but does it stand up to the Halo hype? Nah. And this is one of the contributing factors to this. From the first part, from the human aspect, right? It's it's just sad that people are losing their job. And it's happening in tech industry, even beyond gaming. Google, it's pretty crazy, right? Tech industry is weird, on how fast they get rid of people. Man, So that's one aspect of it. The next aspect is, what is Microsoft doing, right? Because if the logic is, well, Activision had a lot of redundant positions that Microsoft already had, so we're going to get of Activision. Here's my thing. Activision does a better job with their games than your own first party, because you ain't got bangers in your first party studios. Activision got bangers or whatever, or they tried at least for these bangers. So why wouldn't you keep the expertise in the people that do it better than your own people? Or maybe it's contract. Maybe you have to keep your own people so close. I don't know. Maybe it's loyalty. I really don't know. But it would be crazy if the fall of Call of Duty was because it's in the hands of Microsoft. I said this, and you guys heard me plenty of times, and I'm going to tell you this again. And I don't know how many times this got to be said. Microsoft's number one problem is they're not a good publisher. I don't care how many developers you buy. I don't care how much money you have. You're not a good developer. It's like that kid that you grew up with that sucks at basketball, but his parents have shit ton of money, so he has all the latest basketball gear. The most expensive jersey, the most expensive sneakers, the most expensive, gym bag, got the headbands, the premium basketball, everything. He gets to go all to the games, center court, all this stuff. But goddamn, if you ask that kid to do a goddamn layup by himself in open court, boy, he hits the rim and that shit hits him in the face, and now his nose all bloody. Yo, you're like, man, this kid is garbage, bro. Right? That's who Microsoft is. All this money, but you just suck at what you're supposed to do. And Microsoft is just shit as a publisher, man. These guys are just garbage as a publisher, man. They can't get nothing right and make any good decisions, bro. They could buy shit, but then when you actually put in the work, man, you're by yourself. You pass the ball to that one kid. He's by himself, like he's in the other end of the court. No one's around him. All you gotta do is just a layup. Just hit the backboard. That motherfucker chucks it at the rim, bounces off the rim, right back at him, hits him in the nose, and he just knocked the fuck out bleeding. Knocked out. And you gotta call the ambulance. There's blood on the floor. You're like, yo, what the fuck just happened, bro? You're just confused. Like, you would think this kid got jumped. You try to tell people that story, they won't believe you. They think you picked on them. Yo, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is wild. It's absolutely wild. I don't know. I cannot tell you what it is. But this right here is interesting. We really gotta listen, pay attention to this, right? Because what I think Microsoft is doing is, Man, I really don't know, bro. Is physical sales that bad on Microsoft that Microsoft's willing to just already pull the plug? Now pay attention to this bullshit. I'm gonna tell you, this is where the bullshit's gonna happen. Cause watch these Xbox fanboys. Well, Sony's gonna do it too, cause everybody thinks that PlayStation and Xbox on even Steven terms. Nobody. They're not on even Steven's terms. You guys are just full of shit, using just random information, right? Like, I finished up Gaz's Game On Daily podcast with Hargrit, and that dude is just full of shit. He is still spreading lies from last year. He is still pushing that Xbox more profitable than PlayStation. Despite Derek Strickland, saying he corrected himself. But they're still using that stupid. You guys are not gonna get this shit right because you're still using bullshit information to pass your bias. So watch this shit gets more true, and they're gonna include PlayStation. This PlayStation gonna happen because nobody buys physical on PlayStation. Watch, even though a lot of gamers on PlayStation buy physical, it is still a huge part of the PlayStation ecosystem buying physical games. But somehow they're gonna make it seem like the exact same thing is gonna happen. Watch this. No physical game. Here's the thing: if you don't have physical games as a console, that means you don't have a physical presence in stores. Because stores' physical presence is primarily games. You're not gonna see a little tiny cubicle of little cards. That doesn't pop. Physical games pop. It gets the attention of the consumers. So if Microsoft cuts this off its thing, man, when you walk into Best Buy or Walmart or any other major department store, you really not going to notice Xbox. Xbox going to look no different than, that little circular spinning aisle with all the gift cards that's just flooded all together, Visa and Applebee's, and just that's where you're going to see Xbox. It's going to be insane, bro. Like, wow. That 2024 is going to be absolutely insane. Like, I'll be honest, man. I would love to, but I can't predict what's going to happen or how fast it's going to happen. Like, all this, man, Xbox is changing. It's going to change big. And I can't. There's just so many variables. The only thing I am certain, Xbox will put their games on Nintendo PlayStation. That I am certain. How they're going to do it, when they're going to do it, in what manner. But it's not simply just going to be the status quo where, okay, you get Call of Duty and continue support for Fallout 76 and stuff. Their games is going to be on PlayStation, Nintendo. Fact. That's done. They're just waiting for that. And the fact that it's been, It's January 25th and Phil still hasn't addressed the rumor is because this happened. It's just how they're going to unveil it, what games they're going to unveil, how they're going to talk about, the speech. They got to give a hook, how they're going to shape this new image of Xbox, right? But this is crazy because, like, Xbox without physical games, how do you shape that? Is your next console all, the next Xbox console is going to be very telling. Because if it's an all digital console and there is no physical disc, that's, that's going to be something. Which means, and I could imagine that that's the strategy, because if next generation Xbox only releases a digital console, you cannot buy a physical game. That's it. Just digital. That's it. Some people might be like, well, since this is digital only and I can't actually own a physical game, I might as well just play on Game Pass. That way, you can't take games away from me. I'm just paying a subscription and I'm not worried about ownership. Because clearly, some people don't really feel buying a digital game, you truly own it. Because it's, you don't have a physical hard copy that's on disc. They could, like, literally block you from downloading the game, and the moment your hard drive messes up or whatever and you try to re-download it, you can't. Technically, they just took that capability away from you, or ownership away, right? There's ways they can restrict your digital game. But physical, you can't. You got that physical disc, that's it. It's in your hands, right? wow, this is interesting, right? Now, let's talk about some tomfoolery. How is the Xbox community gonna react to this? I'm already seeing the signalers, right? It's already happening. Um, the virtual signaling, right? I'm already seeing that. The damage control, you know, all the nonsense about, it is what it is. It's called corporate, like it's already happening. Like it's already happening, right? Look at this. Let me show you. I'll give you an example. Look at this. Look at this right here. I made this tweet to show that, yeah, Xbox fanboys, all that time talking trash about PlayStation laying off and, Bungie, and y'all went ham. Oh, Sony's dying. No PlayStation 6 and all that stuff. Well, look at this, right? Remind you, y'all, yeah, Xbox fanboys, y'all feeling crazy. Let me zoom this in for you guys. Xbox fanboys, y'all feeling crazy stupid right now, aren't y'all? Made this whole shit over PlayStation layoffs, and now look. Also, the first big exclusive from ABK deal got canceled. Oh yeah, let me talk about that too, but I'm gonna bring that up. Man, this week is going to be good because I'm going to see some backtracking. I'm going to see some people backtracking. But look at this. Look at my man, Texas Republic. Oh yeah. This isn't the W you think it is. It's called Corporate America, Business 101. Oh man, thanks for the education. Fucking dummy. Trump supporter too, I bet. Dumbass. Hey, let me see something else. Where's this? Look at this thing. Let me show you something. Let me show you this nonsense. Look at the tomfoolery here. Look at this dude. I don't even know who this dude is. He hits me, he quotes tweet me and says, letting go of 1,900 employees because of overlapping positions is bad, but laying off 30K employees for no good reason is good. One, I never said laying off 30K reason. Like, what the hell is this dude talking about? And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is your dumb ass talking about? Stop flapping your lip. And I'm like, where 30K from? I'm like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. And he's like, laugh aloud. You ponies know what I'm talking about. Sony let go over 30K employees last year, but because you love to brown nose, y'all try and ignore it. And I'm like, yo, please link to where Sony laid off 30,000 people last year. He posts this graph. This is like what Sony laid off since 2011. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then this is from an Xbox fanboy, Universal Xbox. This is one of them Brazilian weirdos. So this guy's a Brazilian Xbox cuck. Like, yo, these dudes are just colossally stupid. Like, my God, you guys are dumb. Unbelievable. And let me see this. Look at this. Look at. Let me see. I'm trying to find the virtual signalers. Man, because these dudes, virtual, now all of a sudden they're heroes. Now all of a sudden, everybody's like, oh, this is serious. Like right here, boy. Look at my tweet. Xbox went from Godzilla to Geico to Gecko. God, man, y'all know what I'm talking about. The whole Godzilla Kong thing, that's funny. Can't save Kong. That shit is funny. I'm like, oh, this shit is funny. But now that I make a joke, oh no, you can't make a joke about that, Puerto Rock. There's boundaries. Puerto Rock. Now's not the time. Hey, now we hurting. You see, let's check this out. Look at this. Let me show you. Where's that? Look. Apex. My man said, bro, making fun of people losing their jobs for console wars low, pathetic, and gross. Grown ass man, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, now. Now we don't like jokes. You know. This dude said, when the fuck was Xbox Godzilla? Fucking Felix Jackson. Oh, he said, more like Xbox motherfucking Geico Gecko to Guppy. He said, when the fuck Xbox was Godzilla? My man said, when did this shit happen? Hey, yo. Oh, my God. Hold on. Let me see. Oh shit, J-Dub out here being a fool. He said Xbox on the brink. Yo, J-Dub, not like this, J-Dub. Let me go over here. Not like this, J-Dub. Yo. Hey, yo. Phil will be the last man standing at Xbox. Oh shit. Blah has made he made one already in this thumbnail. Yo, I ain't gotta admit, bro. I mean, I seen the video. I seen like, cause I did like some of the class on YouTube, and they talking about face reactions or track numbers. But man, look at this shit. Like I still cannot believe, like you know, would you watch my videos if I did a? I'm gonna try that. I swear to God, if I get mad subscribers. Like, I'm gonna try that. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, like oh my God. You know, here, shout out to Hard 8 Times. He makes a great point right here. Microsoft is a trillion company, not the Xbox division. You think, like, these Xbox dudes credit Xbox for Microsoft being $3 trillion. Now here we go. Let's talk about this. Shout out to Gaz. He said, Power Worlds made me realize the potential of Blizzard's survival game. I hope they get their shit together, man, because I've been waiting for the next WoW moment since WoW. And then not even 24 hours have passed as this tweet of mine, Blizzard survival game got canceled. We got the septic sauce curse. You out here curse, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It's not my fault. Yes, it is your fault. The septic curse. Oh, man. Listen, guys, don't be hyping PlayStation games. Stay away. Stay away, bro. But anyway, here's the crazy part. Let me add to this. This survival game was supposed to be the first major AAA game that Xbox gamers would get post-acquisition. Post-acquisition. Right? This is legitimately the first new IP that now Xbox gamers will get exclusively. And it got canceled. So what new exclusive IP are you going to get from now until 2027? Because that was it. What are you going to get? Because Call of Duty is a multiplat. Diablo 4 was already released. Overwatch 2 was already released. Like, what's the new stuff? $70 billion. And no, imagine if they get no new IPs from now until 2027 from the Activision deal. Other than maybe a phone game or something. You know? What I'm going to interest in, I'm really interested. I'm interested to see if Microsoft actually puts the new Call of Duties day and date on Game Pass. They should. They're supposed to. Because they're a first party. So you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do that. That's part of the deal. I'm wondering, though, if somehow Microsoft will find a loophole or do something. Because make no mistake, they're going to lose a lot of sales at $70 off that game. That is fact. You're going to lose a lot of sales. A lot of people are not going to buy that game, and they're going to play it on Game Pass. That's a lot of sales. That means your game is going down in revenue. Guaranteed. It's going to be interesting to see how Microsoft, traverse that. Very interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know where's this gonna come from. You know? Hey, let me know what you think. Especially these 3 points. Number one, how do you feel of potentially Microsoft laying off entire physical game departments? Meaning they're getting closer and closer to no physical games at all. Let me know about that. Number one. Number two, the next AAA game that would have been exclusive to Xbox ecosystem, let's just say that, not on PlayStation, out of this whole $70 billion deal, is now gone. And the only thing in sight is like more Call of Duty, which is on PlayStation. Let me know what you think about that. And then number three, the potential that Microsoft could be using more contract workers at 18-month stints to produce the next Call of Duty, which most likely will hurt the games. And it will be even less quality. It will be really bad. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think of those 3 points? Until then, I look forward to reading your comments. But while you're here, like, subscribe, share the video. Because I'm your only friend in these YouTube streets, Puerto77. See you soon. You guys take care. Grand opening, grand closing.